let's have some political discussion as well. Let me give you a little bit background on the manufacturers and retailers' comments on the machine and how much they and if ever they admitted that there is something even wrong with the machine, or what my experience was, and etc. So how I purchased this machine was through a German online shop. And why I did this was that, of course, I was trying to look for a good price because the machine in different locations was the same, so I was looking for a better price. And as you can see, this machine is from SCM, but it's relabeled with Holzkraft, which means that one large German company named Stürmer is selling their wood-related machines under the brand name Holzkraft, and they are probably a large buyer from SCM, and so the chain of how this machine came from the factory and ended up with me was quite long, in a sense that there was a lot of different parties involved. The web shop, the German retailer, the SCM as a manufacturer, and a little bit even the local my country distributor of those machines. So 4 instances altogether. And web shop was, of course, eager to sell the machine to whomever is willing to buy this machine. German distributor, of course, didn't want to know much about this machine leaving the immediate area where they feel comfortable servicing those machines in a sense of warranty and problems. So they were, let's say, distressed about the fact that it was already away from German market when all the problems started. They didn't want to know anything about the problems. I had a super arrogant response from Germany. They even didn't try to listen me up basically what I had to say about the machine. The immediate reaction was, no, there are no problems with the machine. So I should fix everything myself, that I have the manual, and this was so arrogant that this is probably in my top 10 the most arrogant experiences as a consumer that I have ever had. Of course, I started complaining immediately with the web shop. Web shop immediately forwarded all the problems to the German distributor. German distributor was basically blocking all the communications that they tried to make, and there wasn't any reasonable dialogue, let's say. Therefore, I contacted with the factory itself, the SCM. From there, I did find a person who was willing to at least listen to the problem and seemed generously interested in having a good reputation for the brand name as such, but it seemed that even his hands were too short to solve all the problems. But still, this was the best experience in the whole process, that there was at least one person who tried to do something. And but even they probably saw that the customer me in that case was a little bit not the most comfortable, and they understood probably that these are not problems that they can easily fix, and therefore they try to market the problem differently, that these are not real problems. They actually told me that there aren't any real problems with the machine, that basically everything is something that I am imagining, so everything is super duper. And but as they saw that there isn't any easy outcome for the situation, they made a proposal that they will take the machine back and return me the money, and or at least something like that, which was generous, I'd say. But my problem was actually that I have a very small workshop and not many machines are fitting in here, and even if I had given it back, it wouldn't given me any warranty that I wouldn't find myself in the same situation once again when some new manufacturer is trying to delegate the assembly of the product to the end customer as well. So I had the decision to make, either to take a new risk and get a new machine, or to fix the problems myself. And I made an offer to the company that I'm willing to finish their job if they compensate me with some additional items. One of those items, and they agreed with this compromise, that they will provide me this additional fence mechanism. Then I will get one additional hanging dust extraction hood over the blade. It hasn't arrived yet. Plus I got those scales that new users shouldn't get. For some reason I got those twice. And also they made me two promises, let's say. So three items were like physical items. This is all one. Those scales was one, the hood extraction system was second, and the fence was third one. But additionally they made two promises that I will get a technical support how to calibrate this machine. Not that someone will come in here, but they will support me with the information and with guidance about the tolerances, for example, so I don't need to think out myself how many fractions of millimeters anything should be apart from other components. Until today, despite my numerous reminders that this was the promise, no one has bothered to contact me. And lastly, I asked that they will in SCM have a internal quality meeting with this machine's problems in the background, so that they at least would admit to themselves that there are noticeable culture and quality problems with the manufacturing process, and at least that next machines therefore would be a little bit better assembled, and other users shouldn't face the same problems and the same amount of problems. Of course, there wasn't any agreement that they will get any feedback if they actually will do it or not, but I hope that at least some small percentage of benefit will come out of it for the other users at one point they were so proud that how many machines are in a pipeline to deliver for Germany, but I believe that all those machines will carry the same systematical problems, and I would be very happy to get some feedback from anyone who has the same unit, or at least some sister unit of this, like SC1 or SC3 or something like that, because the general idea is the same. If they also have had any problems, or am I the only one who has had a faulty unit which is assembled quickly under corona conditions, maybe because factories wasn't working, and now everything had to be done in double speed, and maybe this is the reason of the quality problems. Or anyway, I would like to get other people's comments. Maybe some of those Germans who now in the first quarter of 2021 received their machine had already some personal experience and can share it with us. Okay, for a moment that's it. Thank you, and maybe there will be additional videos in the future when I find time to recalibrate the unit more. But short answer is that if someone would ask me if I would take the same road again, if I knew all the surprises and all the time that it's taking from me, then no, I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. So yeah, I wouldn't give it back today either, but still, this is total nonsense what's happened in here, and the ignorance that has come back from all the official channels. So this is something that I wasn't expecting. Okay, see you, bye.